In real estate investing, opportunity and timing is everything. So in 2025, we were expected to get a ton of interest rate drops. Now, I don't necessarily know where that's gonna fall, but so far in 2025, we've not had the interest rate drops that we thought we would have, and the Fed is signaling that they probably won't drop rates as aggressively as we thought. So what does that mean? That means the cost of money is way more expensive, which means it's gonna be harder in a lot of markets for sellers to sell their property. So what does this mean if you're a real estate investor? Well, what it means is if you can buy a property right now today and it will pencil in cash flow in today's higher interest rates, that means it's only gonna get better, which means that as the market improves and rates go down and you can refinance, the deal that you got just became so much better. So right now in 2025, if I'm an investor and if you're listening to this, anything that you can buy that makes sense in cash flows, I would do it because it's only going to get better. And the flip side of this, because rates are higher, sellers are going to have to work with a lot of buyers in most parts of the country because it's just going to be harder to put a deal together. Now, again, every single market is different and real estate is local, but more sellers are probably going to be a little bit more aggressive because rates make it harder for people to get deals done because the cost of money is so high. So there's gonna be a lot of deals that are out there that if you're paying attention to, that you can probably get a good deal on. Now, the other thing that I would pay attention to if I'm you is properties that have sat on the real estate market for a long time or properties that have expired, because these are sellers that have tried to sell their house and they couldn't. So they understand that the high interest rate market is affecting their ability to sell their house. So those are places where I think you will definitely find some deals. Now, another thing is going direct to seller marketing, marketing people who are pre-foreclosure, maybe tax sales, any type of distress around their property. I think going direct to seller marketing in 2025 is a great place where you can pick up some properties. But you guys know, if you follow me, I believe in the 1% rule when it comes to buying investment properties. If you can buy something that pencils on the 1% rule today, which if you don't know what that means, if you buy a $200,000 property, it rents for $2,000. That's the 1% rule. If you can buy something where the 1% rule works from a financial standpoint, meaning you go borrow debt with today's high rates and it still pencils, then it's just gonna get better, and I would certainly tell you to buy it. Because right now, in most parts of the country, we are in a buyer's market. The buyers have more power than sellers. Even though we do have a serious inventory crisis in this country from there's just not enough houses out there when it comes to buyers, investment properties are a little bit different because investment properties are about the math, right? But I think you will have some opportunities where you can buy deals on the market that the seller's trying to sell at retail and they can't, where maybe they're willing to give you a deeper discount because the buyers they're trying to get cannot afford their house because interest rates are so high. So right now, in the last couple of years, less investors are in the market buying than used to be, which presents a ton of opportunity because properties are harder to move right now because interest rates being so high. Well, that's when you want to buy. You want to buy when everyone else isn't. The first time that I started acquiring investment properties was in 2008 in the first housing recession where nobody was buying. And what you have to think about is if you buy real estate and you hold it over time, you're not going to lose. Because over time, real estate just goes up in value. And if you play the game for the long haul and you're buying now with rates are high, you have the advantage to force some equity. The minute rates start to come down, then what's gonna happen is everybody's gonna jump back into the market again and they're gonna buy. It's gonna drive prices up. So what you can do right now is you can buy where prices are kind of artificially compressed because of interest rates. And what'll happen is rates will go up, right? But then when rates go up, the values of houses go up, but you're not paying that inflated value because of lower rate. So you buy it now, let the appreciation go with rates as rates go down, right? And then what happens is you can go refinance. So say you buy 7% interest rate investment property today and it cash flows, then you get to refi it a year from now and it's now at 5%. You've gotten a sizable amount of equity, but now your debt stack has changed where you're paying 5% instead of 7%, but you bought the property at not an overinflated value. That's the name of the game. So if you're paying attention and you're out there, I think 2025 is going to be a great place where you can find properties that have sat on the market Any rental property that pencils is only going to get better. Direct to seller marketing is going to work. So people who are behind on their mortgage, behind on their taxes, anything like that, that stuff is going to really work out if you buy it now and you hold it over the long term, because it's only going to get better. So I've been through, multiple housing cycles, and anytime that I bought housing when it was on sale, and right now it is, and which, by the way, right now today, if you're watching this, the cheapest that the house you're looking at to buy, the cheapest it is going to be today. The price goes up every single day. So time in the market is more important than timing in the market. However, timing is on your side right now. So if you're paying attention to this, you should be buying real estate in this market in 2025. And if you want to learn more about investing in real estate, you can check out my website, check out my podcast, reach out directly to me, or join our movement at EXP, and I can help you on your journey to wealth. And if this video gave you some value and you want to learn more, check out my YouTube channel, check out my other videos to teach you how to invest in real estate and help you on your real estate investing journey.